Wilson Miles from Black Film TV. Hello, folks. How's it going?
Great. How
Good,
are
good.
you?
You?
Now, I remember The Killer. I'm a big fan. So I was like, okay, now let's see how they're gonna do it. You guys did well with it. The story has changed a bit. How much preparation you went into it, knowing how much physical work you would have to do, each of you. Natalie?
It was extensive. Yeah, it was weeks of quite intense rehearsal and really like learning skills from the basics and building on them for me personally. And like loads of things I hadn't done before and just getting more and more and more specific over the weeks. And then even when we started filming, those those training sessions didn't stop. And if I was in like half the day, I would spend the rest of the day training something new and getting something better. Sometimes even in between shots, I would just go and practice something with my stunt double and stunt team. So it was a lot of work, but I absolutely loved it. And I've always really enjoyed the kind of action choreography and learning the guns and learning how to handle them properly and safely. And yeah, it was a lot of work and I loved it.
What about you, Omar? How much is you and how much is the stunt double?
So a lot is me actually, a lot is me, but a lot also is that Stelman Marshall. I have to say thank you to Marshall again. But yeah, we did a lot actually because the way John is shooting the thing is it's like there is not that much of cuts, so it was like important for him to have us doing what we were doing, and actually we. I said yes for that because I wanted to do it. I wanted to learn. I wanted to train, and I wanted to be a part of it. And I wanted to do the action scene. There is no why saying yes to John Woo to stay on the side when there's the action scene taking place. So we were prepared before, and like Nathalie said, we were like before, during, and it was fun to do actually, and it was also a different way to approach the scenes with our characters. Like we were like very involved of what's gonna happen, how you're gonna respond. So it was like an interesting also psychological process for our characters. So it was we did a lot, and I love that, and we said yes for that actually.
How much did each of you have to watch the movie again, or how was it for a first time? Did you have to go back to see the first film, Natalie? Especially now
Well,
since they did a agenda swap.
yeah, right. Well, I'd seen the movie before. It's iconic, obviously. And I did watch it again. But just mostly because, well, I love it. And I think there's so much that's can be used, like that's inspiration. But I felt very kind of clear that I wanted the character of the killer of Z to be its own thing. And obviously, like what Chow Yun Fat did is so just beautiful and special, and like that's that, like so I would never want to like imitate or try and reproduce something that's just perfect in its own sense, in its own right. So for me, it was very much just like just rewatching it, and in a way, like I was really watching it to appreciate John and his style again, and just be like, it's so cool that up, and then just really trust him to lead me and say, okay, this is what we're doing, and him to do all those things that we love about him. And I got to kind of geek out and get to do that with him, and that was just brilliant.
You guys did well. Thanks you for doing this movie, and thanks that you guys had John Woo back at the helm. We'll talk down the road. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you.